This is the only video you will need for potions in KCD2. But first, Bojana will explain to us why potions are so important.
Yes, if you can unlock the Secret of Secrets perk, which is unlocked at level 16 under Alchemy in the Skills tab. With this perk, you can brew Henry quality potions, which allows you to make the Henry Fox potion, boosting XP gain for all stats by 50%. To get this perk to brew the XP potion as fast as possible, simply keep brewing Marigold Decoctions,
as they are useful at any quality. One last note, do not follow the game's recipes, but mine instead. They are designed to let you pause the video between each step, while consistently guaranteeing a Henry quality potion.
Last but not least, a like and subscribe would be a noble contribution. Be sure to use the chapters below to find your desired recipe, and check the link in the description for an interactive map of all materials and recipes.
We start off, as promised, with the S tier. Defined as the absolute must-haves, we have 3 potions. Marigold Decoction, which regenerates your health. Fox Potion, which boosts all XP gain by 50%. And Bane Poison, which applies a lethal poison effect to all types of weaponry. To start off with our first potion, Marigold Decoction, a health potion, we begin by pouring water into the cauldron. Step 2. Grab the ingredients, 1 nettle and 2 marigolds. For step 3, we add 1 nettle to the cauldron and lower it. Step 4. Put a marigold in the mortar twice. That's 1. And this is 2. And now grind it, but do not drop it in the cauldron yet. Now at step 5, we first raise the cauldron back up. And then at step 6, we pick up our mortar again and empty it in the cauldron, followed by pouring it in a foil. Unlike Fox Potion, any quality of Marigold Decoction is useful, so repeat this process until you unlock the Secrets of Secrets perk at level 16. Please note that every potion from this point onward is brewed at Henry quality. And now it is done. With our Secret of Secrets perk unlocked, we are now going to brew Henry's Fox Potion, which is the XP potion. We begin by pouring oil into the cauldron. Step 2. Grab your ingredients, 1 St. John's wort, 1 nettle, 1 charcoal and 1 belladonna. Step 3. We grab 1 St. John's wort and drop it in the mortar. Then we also grab 1 nettle and drop it in the mortar. Now we grind the mortar. For step 4, we now empty the mortar into the cauldron. And finally lower the cauldron. Then for step 5, we grind our charcoal and empty the mortar into the cauldron right after as well. For step 6, we simply add belladonna to the cauldron. Step 7. Turn the sandglass twice in a row. 8. Raise the cauldron immediately and pour it in a phial. As you can see, only the Henry's quality gives the XP boost. Moving over to our last S tier potion, which is called Bane Poison. We start by pouring wine into the cauldron. For step 2, we grab our wormwood, belladonna and Amanita muscaria. Step 3, we drop a wormwood straight into the cauldron and we lower it. While our wormwood is cooking, we drop belladonna into the mortar twice. This was number 1. And this will be number 2. Grind it, and then drop it in the cauldron. On step 5, we use the bellows 3 times. and raise the cauldron. And then for our final step, step 6, we drop in the Amanita muscaria and distill. So instead of pouring it in the phial, we still have to grab the phial, but then we go to this weird flask and distill it. So, Henry quality Bane Poison kills someone within 15 seconds. This is basically twice as fast as strong Bane Poison, with the Bane Poison finishing them off. One piercing arrow is all it takes. In the A tier we have potions that are very useful to brew yourself, especially early in the game, but I personally do end up buying the strong versions instead of grinding out new batches of Henry quality manually. Fox Potion and Bane Poison are truly the only one you really need to brew yourself. For the sake of this video, and in case you want to make Henry super overpowered, we are going to cover the following A tier potions. Buck's Blood, which increases stamina and stamina generation. Aqua Vitalis, which reduces incoming damage. And Saviour Schnapps, which allows you to save your game at any time. Buck's Blood allows you to stab your sword attacks like a goddamn crackhead. We will start by pouring oil in the cauldron. Grab your ingredients. 1 St. John's wort, 1 comfrey, and 1 dandelion. Step 3. We grab 1 St. John's wort and drop it in the mortar. We grind it and drop it in the cauldron. For step 4, we now add 1 comfrey to the cauldron and lower it. Then for step 5 we drop a dandelion in the dish. For step 6 we simply add this dish to the cauldron. Step 7. Hit the bellows 3 times and raise the cauldron. And for our last step, step 8, we simply pour it in a phial. As for the Henry quality version, Buck's Blood increases your stamina capacity by 60% and your stamina regeneration by 30%. It does this for 1 real-life hour. This is extremely helpful during fights with any melee weapon, as it allows you to overwhelm your opponent with full force. Another extremely helpful potion in combat is Aqua Vitalis, which basically turns your skin into impenetrable steel. To make them, we will start by pouring water into the cauldron. Step 2. We grab our marigold and dandelions. Step 3. We drop 1 marigold into the mortar. Then for step 4, we add 2 dandelion into the cauldron. And we then lower it immediately. For step 5, we pick up our mortar and grind it. Then we proceed to throw it in the cauldron. And at last for step 6, we immediately grab a phial followed by switching to the flask to distill it, all while the cauldron was not raised after it had been lowered. Aqua Vitalis is arguably even better than Buck's Blood, because the health buff it gives you is insane. It increases your health and bleeding resistance by 60%. However, it only lasts 15 real-life minutes, while Buck's Blood lasts up to 1 hour. Still, if you combine both of them, you will definitely turn into an unstoppable force. As for our last A-tier potion, we have Saviour Schnapps, which lets you save your game, despite its seemingly high importance. You should know that if you exit the game and load it back up, you can save without consuming a Saviour Schnapps. I usually do not brew them, I just buy them, as they are one of the most common potions in the game. By using wine as our base, we can grab our ingredients, namely nettle and some belladonna. Step 3. Grab 1 nettle, drop it in the cauldron, and lower the cauldron. Step 4. Place 2 belladonnas into the mortar. Grind it, and immediately add it to the cauldron. On top of that, higher quality schnapps also gets Henry less drunk than the lower quality versions. For step 5, we turn the sandglass twice in a row. And for step 6, we raise the cauldron immediately and pour it in a phial. There is one more interesting thing about Henry quality Saviour Schnapps. It gives you a temporary boost to the 3 most important stats in the game: strength, vitality, and agility, by up to 3 levels for 8 real-life minutes. In the B tier, we have potions that are situationally useful. They are not game-changing, but they can solve specific problems or provide a meaningful advantage. This is especially true for Quickfinger Potion. It boosts your thievery and stealth levels, making it incredibly useful early in the game. I almost placed it in the A tier, but since it loses most of its value as you progress, I decided to keep it in the B tier. Artemisia has a similar story. It is useful early on. The remaining 3 are purely situational. Digestive Potion if you have overeaten and want to avoid the debuffs. Cockerel if you do not want to sleep. And Hero Dog if you accidentally get drunk. Although if you brew Henry quality Marigold Decoctions, they also cure drunkenness, making Hero Dog somewhat unnecessary. With the Quickfinger Potion, you get a temporary increase in your thievery and stealth skill levels. Excellent in the early game, but rather useless later on. To begin, we pour water into the cauldron, then we grab the ingredients: 1 cobweb, 2 eyebrights, and 2 valerians. Step 3. Drop in 1 cobweb, followed by 2 eyebrights. Then lower the cauldron. While that witchy mixture is cooking, for step 4 we place 2 valerians into the mortar. Then we grind them. And empty the mortar into the cauldron. Now for step 5, we simply flip the sandglass 2 times in a row. And for the last step, we raise the cauldron and pour the potion into a phial. In case you cannot find any cobwebs, check out this shack over here. On to the next one. For the Artemisia potion, you get a strength boost, but trust me when I say it sounds better than it actually is. It is definitely not useless, but it has its shortcomings. To brew it, we are going to use spirits for a change. As for the ingredients, we need 2 wormwood and 1 sage. So for step 3, we place 2 wormwood into the mortar. But do not grind them yet. First lower the cauldron. Step 4 has us dropping 1 sage into the cauldron. Then at step 5, we grab our mortar, grind the wormwood, and empty it into the cauldron. At last, for step 6, we grab our phial, switch over to the flask, and simply distill it immediately, all without raising the cauldron once. These potions can also serve as a cockerel. As you can see, they restore your energy as well. On to the more situational potions. We have the Digestive Potion. For when you have obviously overeaten or had too much to drink, we start by pouring water into the cauldron. As for the ingredients, we need 2 thistles, 1 nettle, and 1 cobweb. For step 3, we grab the 2 thistles, drop them into the cauldron. Then lower the cauldron. For step 4, we place 1 nettle into the mortar. Grind it. And empty it into the cauldron. For step 5, we grab the cobweb and place it in the mortar. But do not grind it yet. Step 6, raise the cauldron. Step 7, now we grind the cobweb. And empty it into the cauldron. And for the last step, step 8, we grab our phial and pour the potion. The strong and Henry quality digestive potions also cure poison, and they also increase your vitality by 3 levels for 20 real-life minutes. Next up we have Cockerel. Not only does it restore your energy, it also slows down energy drain for the rest of the day with Henry quality, or for half a day with strong quality. Cockerel also uses spirits as its base. As for the ingredients, we need 2 mint and 1 valerian. For step 3, we grind 2 mint. And empty it into the cauldron. Step 4 has us simply lowering the cauldron. Then for step 5, we place 1 valerian in the dish. Not in the cauldron yet, only after placing it in the dish. We pick up the dish and pour it into the cauldron. And for step 6, we immediately grab the flask and distill it, all without raising the cauldron once. Cockerel is especially useful if you are going for the achievement or trophy that requires you to finish the story with every hardcore mode perk enabled. Other than that, it is great for speedruns or if you simply do not want to deal with fatigue. Last up in the B tier we have Hero Dog. Personally, I buy these just like I buy Saviour Schnapps. We start the recipe by pouring water into the cauldron. As for the ingredients, we need 1 St. John's wort, 1 sage, and 1 mint. For step 3, we grab 1 St. John's wort and drop it into the cauldron. Then we grab 1 sage and drop that in as well. After that, we lower the cauldron. Step 4, grab 1 mint. Drop it in the mortar and grind it. And then don't drop it in the cauldron yet, drop it in the dish first. Step 5, simply raise the cauldron. Step 6, pick up the dish and empty it into the cauldron. Then pour the potion into a phial. I always make sure to carry a few with me. They do provide some minor bonuses, but the main reason they are in the B tier is because I end up using them fairly often. Considering these other potions are so low on the tier list, we are just going to go through them quickly. In my opinion, none of these are worth brewing. First we have the C tier, which I categorized as optional. These potions have a little bit of utility, or in the case of Bane Poison, can be fun to mess around with. Unfortunately, it is not very effective. Then we have Aesop, which prevents predators like wolves from smelling you. However, I have noticed that when I first started playing about a year ago, I would get attacked far more often. In my latest playthrough though, the only time wolves attacked me was when I was right next to a wolf den. So it seems to me they patched away the need for this potion. For all I know, could even belong in the D tier. Next we have Embrocation. Its effect is very lackluster. Sprinting costs 30% less stamina, and you gain 6 agility levels for only 20 real-life minutes. Painkiller sounds useful until you realize that stamina-related combat buffs are mostly pointless in KCD2. If you are taking enough damage to significantly reduce your maximum stamina, you are already losing the fight. A small stamina retention buff is not going to save you. Then we move on to the D tier, which I would categorize as a complete waste of time. First is Marigold Decoction, which heals you while you sleep, completely useless. Then we have Nighthawk, which is honestly an abomination. The higher the quality, the worse it gets, because the night vision effect also carries over into daylight. Besides, you can just increase the gamma in the settings. Then we have Dollmaker, which I am still not convinced is not a troll by the developers. If anyone has actually found a good use for it, let me know. And last, but not least, the Bowman's Brew. The bow is a difficult weapon to use before level 18, but becomes one of the strongest weapon types once you reach that level, which means you should simply train your bow skill early on. Just like alchemy, by the time you reach level 18, you no longer need this potion, making it completely redundant. For our next video, we are going to cover the perfect start in KCD2. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to check out my other guide, where I show you how to create the most deadly weapon in the game.